Pisces, welcome to your December messages. I'm Victoria with Align Soul Tarot, and welcome to your timeless reading. This will be for all Pisces placements. We're going to talk about some guided messages that came through for you, talk a little astrology, and pull some cards. So let's get into it, Pisces. I really like Saturn direct for you, and also again, this preparation for January. I keep feeling this for you. I've been talking about it. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoy my style, of course. Pisces North Node in January. I really like this for you. I like Saturn direct. I like that you're at this midway. You're actually more than midway through, because it's going to be Saturn's going into Aries, I believe, April, don't quote me, but you're closer than you realize, Pisces. So I'm getting an image of in the rearview mirror where it says objects may appear closer. Is that what this says? No, objects may appear closer than they seem, or something like that. I might be saying it wrong, but you catch my drift. There's like an optical illusion of time, which makes sense for Pisces because really you are timeless. Timeless beauty is what I'm hearing. Time could feel very elusive. Things might feel like they're right at your fingertips. I've been describing this Saturn in Pisces as, again, trying to make a sandcastle stay, when we really are learning now as a collective. Because Pisces, you represent the collective, especially with Saturn, the gatekeepers of time. I'm hearing, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Yeah, there's something about time here. Time is of the essence, and that was some of your messages here. But I think it's really the presence of Saturn is teaching you to not forsake what you have in front of you, or to not bypass the little things in life, because life is fragile. And there's this interesting paradox that humans can be so resilient. And we've definitely learned that this year. 2024 breaks down to an 8 strength year, really pulling on those reserves, and we're at the final end of the year, pulling on some strength here as we enter into a new cycle, as always. It was a bit testing and trying, and next year we're going to talk more about, it's a hermit year. This is all about Virgo South Node being emphasized. Pisces North Node, naturally Virgo's your opposite. So I'm excited to see what this brings. I feel like it's going to be a lot about reflection and rest, and making sure that we are prioritizing self-growth and development. The hermit is going to be all about really deep shadow work, if you haven't done it already, which I feel like my collective sure has. But there's always more. We're forever students in Sag season. This is what Sag is teaching us, really. And I do have a series on Chiron. Looking into your natal Chiron right now is really going to help you prepare and to embrace this whole concept of time. I remember talking about this, Pisces. For you, this was almost 2 years ago. I think it's almost when Saturn first went into your sign. And it was a Gemini new or full moon. And you and Gemini combined, your energy is very dreamy. And I was talking about like quantum physics and time. And this is coming back right now. So I feel like this is, again, you're at like the final months, right? Let's say like 6 more months of Saturn in Pisces for you. So you're at the final stretch, and some of you might be feeling very tested or challenged by this experience, but I feel like most of you have really learned a shit ton. Let's just put it that way. However you want to perceive it, that's up to you. I hope that you're utilizing the power of reframing to kind of get yourself out of those places of victimizing yourself. Mars retrograde currently. Mercury, our friend Mercury, is direct. Woohoo! You can find the Gemini full moon reading below, as well as all my other helpful links. The love reading for December is also linked below. Mars is in Leo, and for Pisces, it's transiting your 6th house. 6th house is Virgo. So this is strong emphasis of Virgo for you. Maybe looking into where you have Virgo in your chart, because I mentioned the Hermit card. I haven't mentioned that to any other sign. So there's a reason why I'm mentioning it for you, and I think it's Mars in your 6th house. Mars in Leo is a bit testy, especially for water signs, all the signs really, because what happens is the energy is intensified. And this is why we have to make sure that we take a step back and we refine, reframe, reprioritize, renegotiate, because we can really get our panties in a bunch is what I hear. Especially for a water sign like you, I feel like this fiery Leo energy, Mars, Aries energy can make you feel very emotional is what I'm hearing. Also, Venus is in Aquarius right now, Pluto in Aquarius. We've been talking about this, right, Pisces? 12th house for you. It's your energy, though. And I remember talking to you about this, maybe it was last month, but this is nothing new to you. You get to sit down with Saturn. We've been talking about this theme for Saturn for quite some time. And there's something about this month where you are refocusing. You are really starting to understand that time is of the essence on something. Maybe something was brought to your awareness, because I'm getting a lot of messages around time, not taking advantage of your life and what you can do right now, even if it's just small steps, Pisces, right? It's just taking some steps forward in any direction that you can. I got the song I Put Your Picture Away. I believe it's Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock. I got Recollect, so this is you recollecting. Maybe you're having to put a memory away. This could be someone else. And again, those links will be below for the song. When a song comes up, it's mainly in the lyrics, but if you like the song, all the better. And then I got Show Me How to Love You, Take My Hand. And we'll dive more into that, okay? Because there's something behind that there. And the cards usually connect to these messages, right? These are just bits and pieces that come through for me. I got Genesis, the Bible. So that's talking about the beginning of time. So again, this whole idea of time. Take me back. Take me back. It says, whatever it is, my guides. And then I got Seashell. And then I started hearing like names like Sean, Shauna, Shay. Maybe you have SH in your name or SE, the sound. So this is quieting your mind as well. You could be trying to tell your mind to calm down, or someone else. And the whole show me how to love you thing, take my hand. There's something behind that that's kind of nagging. Because I can imagine if someone were to say that, how would you respond? How about you reflect on that? If someone were to say, show me how to love you, would you be open and willing to do that, Pisces? Or would you say, you should already know by now? Or you should, if we're meant to be in that kind of way, then it should feel a little easier kind of thing. Everyone would respond differently. Are you open arms? Are you willing to take someone's hand and show them how to love you? Because to an extent, I could agree with that statement. Personally, I feel that relationships, we have to speak about our needs, right? We have to be able to speak up about something if we want it. But I know Pisces, especially for you, I feel like Pisces is very attracted to the subtle things, the subtle ways that maybe your partner could show you that they love you. We have romance and balance is showing up here. Yeah, you might like the simple things. It's like almost like a sixth sense in love, where it's like, I shouldn't have to tell you, is what I'm hearing. I shouldn't have to tell you. Maybe that's something that you want in relationships, is at some point after you've expressed yourself, that you feel that your partner should be able to harmonize with you, balance, right? Romance, new narratives around romance though. So this could be something that's new. I want to read about new narratives because romance is showing up, and this is not a love reading, but if it shows up, I'll go with it. Whatever shows up for you. Okay. And again, the love reading, the you versus them reading is below. Let's see here. New narrative. So New narratives around romance. Maybe this is new territory for you to be like really transparent. Opening up about something that you maybe didn't before in romance. It says, this card encourages the reader to write a new story for themselves and future generations by making the choice to move away from toxic patterns, societal and personal. This card asks the reader, are you living with love, especially through situations where your ancestors could not? Wow, I'm getting a lot off of that. Ooh, that hit hard. So in the beginning, remember we were talking about now is all you have. I feel like that's your ancestors or my ancestors, Pisces, connecting to you and saying, you know, life is very precious. And your ancestors are urging you to take matters back into your own hands, because I got take my hand. So this could be your spirit guides, your ancestors. It's someone on the other side. It could be someone in this physical world with you in relation, romance. This could also be self-love, but I see someone saying, you know, we didn't have that privilege. What are you going to do with your time, Pisces? You know, taking advantage of love, embarking on new romance even. Again, it could be with self or with another. Regeneration, new narratives. Wow, that was powerful. And yeah, toxic patterns in romance as well. This is you addressing that. This is the time to be like, now is all you have is what I'm hearing. Now is all you have, Pisces. So there is a little bit of a push here. I'm feeling like a push with Mars and Leo. I feel like everyone's getting a little push. Aries also got that message to your friendly neighbor. Although you guys are very different, you know, it's still your neighbor. There's a lot to learn from your neighbor, okay? Also looking to Virgo in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Virgo. What houses do you have in your 6th house? This is detoxing. This is purification. Mars in the 6th house, while retrograde, is going to ask you to take care of your health. Take care of your body. You only get one meat suit. This is a lot around like priorities for you. I feel like a mother. Take care of yourself now, Pisces. Make sure you eat your vegetables. We can lighten it up, right? But yeah, there is something about it. There's something your ancestors like, hey, we didn't have that privilege. We were eating dirt, okay? We were eating off the ground. You know, like back in my day, you know, like when your grandparents would be like, I walked 10,000 miles to school. And you're like, damn. And I'm complaining about my phone not being charged for 2 hours. That kind of thing. Privilege. It's okay to be privileged. It's also okay to accept our privileges and kind of pull our head out of our ass and be like, damn, I'm complaining about that. And I'm getting reminded also, because this is something that's come up for me. I'm going to pause here, visualize. When I moved to a third world country, it really put my life into a whole new perspective. Culture shock, lots to rethink about my privileges, and I had a lot of guilt around that. And then I had to really sit with myself and say, you know what, it's okay to have privileges. It's okay to have values and things that I desire. It doesn't make me a bad person. So there is something about that as well. When you think about how you're raised in a third world country, these people don't know anything else. So to them, maybe they do know that they live in a third world country. You know, technology definitely shows a whole other world, right? That they might think is very far out of reach. But before we had technology, and in some cases, some parts of the world still don't, they don't even know any difference, right? There's a message there on privilege, time, health, 6th house, detox, purify, beginning. Take me back to the beginning. You're definitely being in a very nostalgic energy, especially when I put your picture away. It's like looking at old pictures, old photos of yourself or another. Times when you felt better, or times that you missed or miss. We have contest. Be yourself fully and you are without compare, a true winner of the only contest that matters, Pisces. So you could feel like you're competing with others. You could also be comparing yourself as someone that's looking at a picture. I was talking about social media for a reason. That's a big issue as well with a lot of younger folks, and you know, just the younger generation is comparison. That's drawing right back to that third world reference. You know, if you have technology, then you might see a whole other world outside of the one that you're living. And that can place a lot of pressure and fear. It might also urge you to grow if it's something that where you don't want to stay. Say you're in any environment, right? This is, again, going back to new narratives. Any sort of toxic patterns, environments that you could be in. Recognizing that maybe you deserve more and not feeling like you are selfish for that as well, is what I'm hearing. And you're not in contest with anyone but yourself. Okay, that's what this card is urging you. Get up on that horse. This is not a competition in no way, shape, or form. They're saying, yeah, be original. Come original. It says feel lighthearted and free while trusting that your unique way of doing things is the right thing, the right way. Yeah, there's a lot on comparing yourself. As you reflect, time to focus, balance, reflect, and guide yourself past stumbling blocks to take the right actions. New narratives. Yes, new narratives. This is literally like you are breaking into a new cycle where there's a lot of acceptance I'm seeing here. Or again, if you're not in this place of originality and being like comparing yourself to others, feeling like you lost something, Spirit's saying you need to step into that. Empower yourself a little today. Take accountability for your privilege, the time that you have, the things that you do have, and also the things that you don't, because they're mirrors and reflections of, again, your needs, your values. This is very Venusian energy that's showing up here for you. Especially with romance. I'd highly suggest that you watch for your Venus placement this month. Or again, next month, whenever you feel guided. But Venus placement is coming through very strongly for you. Getting clear about your values. Because the more clear we are with our self-worth, our values, we don't need to compare. We're not in contest because we have self-worth. We feel unique and original and we embrace that. There's no comparing here. And your unique way of doing things is the right way. Remember when I was talking about how you want to be loved? You don't want to have to tell your partner how to do something, you know, all the time. Of course, I feel like you need to be able to communicate, but I get it. If you're like parenting your partner, do it this way, don't do it that way. It's like, well, maybe we're just not compatible at this point. Yes. Yeah. I was about to say something sexual, but I'm not going to do that just in case. This is 18 plus, but we're not going to go there. If you catch my drift in the bedroom, are you trying to tell your partner how to do something? All right, Pisces. Come original. You might like 311. I'm going to actually put that song below too. Maybe this is a time I'm also getting like, I just saw someone change up their hair, like dye their hair, do something different. I'm seeing blue hair for some of you. Ace of Swords, yeah, come original. Speak your truth. And nothing but the truth, so help me God. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Five of Pentacles here with the Six of Wands in reverse. So there's that Leo energy. You're recovering from a loss. You're trying to get out of the Seven of Wands here. But you're having to get out of your head a bit. I'm seeing, The Ace of Swords is coming through, it's peeking through the clouds. So if you feel like you've been in like a mental fog, again, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde. We're still kind of in that post-shadow. You know, the full moon in Gemini, any full moons are really going to kind of blast us open a bit, especially Gemini. This is all about duality. And for you, Pisces, I think the true testament of duality is to understand that it's an illusion. once we can get to that place in our spiritual practice of understanding that duality is an illusion, that we all come from the same. Although the human experience can feel very bipolar and a lot of duality amongst this human experience. But when you think of spirit, source, universe, space, time continuum, there's no duality there. Not that I know of, at least. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Ancestors, guides, allies. Please show me the truth for Pisces. Give me 3 more cards for Pisces. 3 more cards. 2 more cards for Pisces. 2 more for Pisces. The 9 of Swords again. You're healing. I love this. Judgment. Yeah, I see like a lot of self-judgment here with the Ace of Swords. Again, like I saw on the bottom with the 9 of Swords there. It came out again. And there's that Hermit. I knew it was going to show itself. I knew it. There's strong representation of the Hermit. Again, that's 9th house. This is Sag as well. Where do you have Sag in your chart? Virgo. I'm seeing strong Scorpio. I'm seeing Aquarius. And I'm seeing Gemini. And Pisces, 8 of Cups on the bottom with the Sun. Nice. Empowering yourself. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, I'm reading it more as this is where you're going. And I feel like a lot of this is going to develop once you fully let go of an old story. Remember we saw new narratives? Toxic patterns, toxic behaviors, especially negative self-talk. 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords, Judgment in reverse. When I see the Judgment in reverse, it's like a miscalculation, misjudging something. This is maybe where you feel like you want to go back in time. You want to, run back to something that maybe did bring you joy. But I see that you also, in that process of getting to this Sun, Pisces, you're going to have to walk away from certain things. And a lot of those things I'm feeling are within yourself, especially with the Hermit and the Star, 2 major arcana, actually 3. You have 4, 5, actually. When I look at the bottom, you have the Emperor, the Sun, Judgment, Hermit, and the Star. Woo! This is a powerful time for you whenever you find this. I think Pluto and Aquarius going into your 12th house is really allowing you to dive deeper into this healing journey. Oh, I'm getting a song. You don't know what it's like. Darling, you don't know what it's like to love somebody, the way I love you. You don't know what it's like. What song is that? You don't know what it's like. I'm going to look it up. Came through very strong. You don't know what it's like to love somebody the way I love you. So it's like, again, there's like some sort of miscommunication with values, love language, that type of thing. Remember I said, show me how to love you. You don't know what it's like. So someone feels like they're miscalculating, misjudging, judgment in reverse. And it could be causing a level of restlessness. The Hermit in reverse is, again, showcasing 2025 for all of us. But for you, it's going to be very strong. Again, Pisces, North Node, Virgo, South Node. There's a lot to learn from Virgo, Pisces, okay? They are your opposite. They rule your 7th house. And maybe this is why it's coming up, is because with this next eclipse season next year, you're going to be feeling a lot around partnerships, naturally. Eclipses are very potent, and they're going to be in your sign. So, you and Virgo. Now is a time to really get clear around negative self-talk, fears, anxieties, worries, limiting beliefs, toxic patterns around love, especially around love with the romance showing up. And really, again, healing. Star, Hermit, very healing. You might need to go it alone. You might need to be in a little bit of isolation, because the 9 of Swords is also alone. And this is maybe a fear of yours as well, as sitting with your feelings. Really sitting with your feelings, because there's a lot of judgment that might come circling through when you really sit alone. Because the Hermit's in reverse, so there's some sort of stagnancy around really wanting to go deep. You could be like, my light, it's too dark, I need a brighter lantern. And then the star comes in like, bam, we got your light. So the light is there, but what's interesting is she's like blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. I got ahead of myself. As I was thinking it, the song was already coming through, Pisces. You see how my brain works? I'm actually going to read from the book for you, which I don't normally have to do, but I'm feeling like I want to, because this artist is trying to convey a message for you. You're blinded by the light. Ooh, and then the sun, and then see the light coming through. So as you clear away the fog, you know how like when your heart starts feeling things again after you haven't felt something for a while, it can be like, whoa, I never knew I could feel that. You could be going through that after being in this kind of paralysis, 9 of Swords. I could also read this for some of you or someone else, right? Again, roles can be reversed as other people that are running away from happiness. But here it's saying run towards the light. Run towards the light. That's the strongest message I'm getting for you. Although it might be blinding. It's like, oh, this is too much. This healing is too much. You see her face there? She's like, oh, too much. And it's actually funny because it's the front of this book. Interesting. Okay, well, I was meant to look it up then. Blinded by the light. I keep hearing it. Come on, cards. Okay. The star bridges heaven and earth, casting the universe's gifts of light and truth. There's that Ace of Swords on the waters of the soul. The star card reminds you of who you really are and how you are connected to pure loving energy. It brings up a new sense of self. Yes, we've been talking about this. Helping you to rediscover your true purpose in life. Guiding you to find the peace and tranquility you have been searching for. So this is, again, truth. Rest, tranquility, resting the mind, limiting beliefs. Someone could be empowering you as well. That could be a Leo, Aries, okay? Or again, Virgo, strong Virgo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini. All right, well, I do want to remind you that this could have really stirred up because the star comes after the tower. So during Scorpio season, especially with the Judgment card, there could have been something that was, misfired. And it's not misfired, actually. I feel like maybe there was a part of you that felt that it was a misjudgment or a misjudgment of character or misfire, mishap. But all of it was meant to happen because it's helping you heal something. The Star Hermit, it's helping you to see something for what it is. It's helping you to move beyond it and really run towards happiness, run towards the sun. Be empowered. Don't be afraid of the light. Ooh, the Banshees, the light. I got some songs for you. Ooh, I love that song. Into the Light by the Wild Banshees, I believe their name is. I'll link it below. Go listen if you'd like, or it's in the lyrics. All right, what signs are you dealing with in love? Pisces. We'll take this over to the love reading for Pisces. The link is below. Deep healing this month for you, Pisces. Water. Oof, the water works. You could be having a good cry or two as well. Allow yourself. That's part of this healing journey, this Star Hermit. And I do feel like 2025 is going to be massive breakthroughs of you being empowered. But you are in the process right now of walking away from some limiting beliefs so that you can let love in, let the light in. All right, Pisces in love, please show me the Mercury. Gemini or Virgo, strong Virgo here. Also, I'm seeing Cancer. Right now we have Mercury in Sag. And we didn't even talk about that, the square off there. We've had this square off. Also, Mercury retrograde could have played a significant role in this relationship. We'll see what that is. All right, what other signs is Pisces dealing with? What other signs is Pisces dealing with? Pisces in love. What other signs are they dealing with? Angels, ancestors, guides, allies. Air. Yeah, so water and air strongly, which we do see reflected here. Water and air, yeah. In that earth, we got a little bit of Virgo there. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A little bit of Virgo there. We got Cancer and Gemini strongly smack dab in the middle here, okay? Yeah. Profound reading here. I was about to say something else, but it got ahead of me. We'll see what the love reading has to bring you. I'm excited to read for you. I hope to find you over there. Bye for now.